Louisiana Beer Reviews crisp, little thing, easy drinking lager, 4.7% alcohol. It's got the born on date, guys. This is brewed in America, North Carolina, or California by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. And this came in a variety pack. You got 4 different flavors, 4 different beers, and I think it was $16.49 at Walmart. Bitterness units are 18, so higher than American adjunct lagers, which usually they'll be around 10, 12. Acidulated barley malt, Munich barley malt, and Pilsner malt. That's the 3 types of barley. And then mosaic hops. Gets a very good score on Beer Advocate, 86 out of 100. I would call that good. They say very good. 70 on Untapped, which is good for them. Okay, not great, but good. All right. Never before had this. I see there's some video reviews for it, and I intend to watch them, but I haven't actually watched any of them yet. And nor have I read any written reviews. So here we go, can only, no bottles. I guess it might be similar to Michelob Original Lager, which is all barley malt, no corn or rice, and also practically unavailable. Okay, so we get a thick white head, almost went over the top, and the appearance is straw, but it's not totally clear. I see a lot of powdery substances and little fine particulate, fine specks floating about, roiling about. Okay, so I mean, it's mostly clear, but I know there's some chill on it, some haze from that condensation, but it does have a little bit of sediment in there. Okay, here we go. Let's go with the nose. Nice, mild, crackery, biscuity malt, barley malt. Okay. Taste. Cheers. Same thing. Cracker, biscuit. There's a little lemon note. Could be from the mosaic hops. Some of these all malt lagers will have a little lemon note to them. I think that is detected on Michelob. I don't see Michelob in this area anymore, southeastern Louisiana. That or Michelob Light. I guess the sales weren't there, and secondly, the availability wasn't there, and so it just was, out of sight, out of mind. So probably no one was asking for it. As far as old legacy beers, Schlitz is still around, adjunct beer, but it's higher grade, using some specialty hops. Pabst Blue Ribbon, of course, bottles or cans right here. Schlitz and Pabst Blue Ribbon at Mathern's. Yuengling Premium, the red label, the traditional, not Yuengling traditional lager. That's of course around here too, but I'm talking about that's the original Yuengling is the premium, the yellow fizzy beer. Old Milwaukee, nah, no. Barely get Rolling Rock. Dollar General sells it, I think, up the river, about 3 miles. Oh well. They did away with Dixie beer. That was a traditional adjunct lager from Louisiana. I can remember in the mid-90s we used to get so many. The ones I just named, plus Falstaff, Pearl from Texas. Never did see Lone Star in Louisiana in my life. But I can go right across the border into Texas. First town, Orange, Texas. Every store will have Lone Star. They just don't bring it here. Biscuity, crackery. It's similar to what you get with a Euro lager, a non-adjunct Euro lager like Carlsberg or Heineken, non-adjunct. You know, just barley malt. Yeah. Something like that. Here comes somebody down. It's gonna be full of mud. Walking on that muddy back road. Medium body, dry finish, crisp, you could say, same thing. Oh yeah, Canadian traditional beers we get is Moosehead, that's it. Molson Canadian is gone. Labatt is practically gone from around here. We get a lot of Mexican tradicionals. Name them, except for Indio and the one they always advertising at the LA Dodgers games. They get it in Texas. We don't get that here, but we get most of the main ones. You know, you've heard of Tecate, Modelo, Corona Extra, Dos Equis, Carta Blanca. Get Red Stripe from Jamaica. But this is different from those, except for the all malt ones I named, because the adjuncts, what they do is they, if you want to call it soften it out, maybe a better word description would be dull it out, because you don't get the barley burn. Some people I think would be put off by the barley burn. I could take it or leave it, you know, but I can taste it. It's just that burn. It's like almost like a harshness that comes after the cracker. Sweetness here is probably 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's somewhat sweet. Bitterness, I would say 2.5 out of 5 hop cones. So it's halfway sweet, halfway bitter. Yeah. We used to get Harp, a traditional Irish lager, but that's disappeared. I can find Tusker at international market from Kenya. Been making that since the 1920s. Okay, it's like a legacy beer from Kenya in East Africa. All right, so anyway, no, we used to get Famosa from Guatemala, but no, we do get Barina sometimes. Antonia you can find, you know, Central Americana lagers. Yes. Okay, so but South American, Foster's, yeah, it's an Australian lager, but it's produced under contract, under license in Houston, in Fort Worth, Texas. So yeah, okay, we get that. Kingfisher, yes, but the prices they want are appalling. Got some hair right here. Sorry about that. It's like itchy. The prices for Kingfisher are outrageous, so it's like I would never dream of paying that, you know. Oh, and then some Asian stores will have Sing Tao, and then we get at the Golden City Market in Metairie has San Miguel Light, and the Red Horse beer. Red Horse, 8%er. Yeah, but that's pretty much covering the traditional. I think this is kind of going toward the traditional, and that's why I'm bringing all that up. Just trying to say here we're a craft beer company. We can make a traditional lager, not unlike Anchor Steam from the gone and out of business and probably never coming back Anchor Brewing Company. So score here is solid A. It's a solid A. I don't know what this B is about. They're giving it a B. I don't understand that. It's a lot better than just very good. It's an A, 90. I'll say 93 out of 100, a 9.3 out of 10. Most excellent beer. I can't wait to try the other, drink the other two. My friend David, after we did the the hazy little, but he hadn't had that before. He didn't even want to review that. After we did the sunny little thing, which he thought was all right. We did juicy little thing, which he said was horrible. I didn't agree, but he said it was horrible. And I said we could do crisp little thing. Oh no. But I think he's just judging this from the other ones, and I don't think he should do that. So I think he loved this one. Yes. So Laissez-Les Bon Temps Roulé. Oh, and a private label all malt beer, which is unusual, and it used to be really cheap. Now the price is going up. It's not such a good price these days, $8.99 for a 12-pack. So, you know, I don't know, but it's from Monroe, Wisconsin, and it's from Joseph Huber Brewing Company, Minhaus Brewing. They own it now. It's called Early Times. And I think they tried to make it taste like beers from the early times, you know. Simpler times. I'm thinking of a whiskey, which is from the early times, but simpler times. They had a Pilsner, which was kind of high ABV, like 5.3, I believe, but kind of a strong Pilsner, but then they don't make it anymore. And if they do make it, they don't have it here. But we get the Simpler Times lager, which is a strong, like 6.2%. So a strong all malt lager. You might find that interesting. You'll find it unusual, and you'll find it interesting. I don't know if you'll find it being good, you see. But any Trader Joe's that sells beer is going to have it in 12 packs there. So anyway, Laissez-Les Bon Temps Roulé, a solid A. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to California or North Carolina and take a Sierra Nevada Brewing brewery tour.